All right, you guys, it is a leg day, I believe, and we are going to go to the new gym EOS. We already recorded one session there, but we're going to record again. They have these AI machines that I'm probably going to use. They're kind of cool. I mean, I'll probably just use it for one exercise, but hi. Guys, take a look at Drax. Take a look at him. He lost his manhood, so now he has a cone. Drax, come here. Come here. You look like such an idiot. Anyways, we're going to go do a leg day. But one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I was talking with a friend of mine about this, and and we're trying to figure out, okay, like, how much muscle progress have you made? Have you made any over the last little while? Like, have I made any over the last little while? And one of the easiest ways that you can figure this out without having to go into a full-on, like, long, drawn-out cut is you take a look at leanness relative to weight. So I've been over 200 before. I've been over 200 a couple times during various bulks and stuff like that. So if you take a look at what my face looks like right now, I've never really had that level of leanness, like jaw pronunciation, stuff like that, at this weight before, which is a good sign. Not a perfect sign, but it's a good sign that I put on muscle. Obviously, lifts have gone up a little bit, but then you can always argue, well, maybe you're just getting better at performing the lift and it's not actually the muscle. But lifts have gone up a good amount. My face is leaner than it used to be. I would say overall my physique is a little bit leaner. I think my abs are a little bit more pronounced than they normally are at this weight. But that's the thing that sucks about being a little bit further along in your training career, is you're always looking for small signs like this. It's not like it was when you were a newbie, where you were progressively overloading every other day. You could see changes in the mirror all the time. It's like you have to just trust the process, I guess. And then you can see little things over time, but it takes so much longer. Frustrating, but worth it in the end. For some. For some, it's not. For some, they're like, oh, I'm just going to maintain my 70% gains that I got in my first 4 or 5 years of training and not push for that additional like 20 to 30. That's not me. I'm going to push it as far as I can, see how big I can get. Obviously, we're getting closer to the end of our training career, probably looking at maybe, I don't know. I'd say if I was lucky, I could put on like 5 to 8 pounds more muscle in my training career, which for another 10 years of training is not much, obviously, but hey, it'll bring a different look. Very curious to see. And then maybe we'll get even more unnatty accusations. Who knows? But I'll catch you guys at the gym. We are here for our leg day. I just got kicked off of my live, which is going to make this gym a little interesting. So I don't know how often we're going to be here. That really sucks. But the guy who is working obviously doesn't work every single day. So maybe times when he's not here, it works. But if it happens consistently, then this is going to become very, very frustrating. So, I mean, nobody's cared up to this point, but maybe now they do. I guess we'll see. But this is he said no tripods on the floor, but this is like a really small tripod, so maybe I can get away with it and people don't notice, but we'll see. All right, let's do this. We're going to keep this close so that so that nobody gets mad. Probably won't even notice that there's a tripod here. Very small tripod, but it is a tripod nonetheless. All right, let's do this. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Worker walked by, didn't even notice. All right, so we hit 2 sets on the hamstring curl, and I'm going to be doing this calf raise. That's gonna look a little bit funny because it doesn't like allow you to stretch quite as fully as you could, but I used it the other day and I was shocked at how like the stability was worth the ability to not get like as possibly deep a stretch as possible, because you're still working in the bottom, still primarily below 90 degrees. It doesn't get quite as deep of a stretch is what I'm saying, but honestly, like, lit my calves up the other day regardless. So I'm gonna stick with it for a little while, see how it goes. Maybe we switch it out later, but this feels really, really good. So, yeah. You're gonna see, obviously, I have my feet here, right? Drop in. And it can only go about this deep, which isn't a crazy calf stretch or anything, but it is definitely below 90. Back up. Surprisingly good overall. I'm not gonna lie, guys, my calf shape has been coming in good recently. So, whatever we're doing, it's working. Hamstrings are still a little sore from previous set. Dang. It's those calcium ions, man. Oh. All right, but let's get in an actual set. I don't need any crazy warm up for this. We can pretty much just go straight into working. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, just lit up. I wish I could go a little bit heavier on this, but dang, feels good. Feels good. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. I don't know why I like this song. Normally it would annoy me. Is it filming? Oh, okay. All right, let's get into it. Adductor work. And if you don't think adductor work is important, go take a look at Keon Pearson. Keon, a year ago versus this Olympia. Holy crap, that guy's adductors exploded and it completely transformed his physique. Not, obviously, he had other things that got better as well, but that adductor shift made his legs pop so much more. All right, I should probably go deeper than that. There we go. Now we'll get a stretch. Ooh. 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 Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. 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 Only annoying part is getting out of that. All right, one more set, and then we got next exercise. And our last exercise for the day is SLDL/RDL. Don't worry, you're out of it. Or you are now. Anyways, I think one of the issues that I see with this all the time is people just spend it's not even an issue, it's just like wasting time. People spend so much time warming up, and I'm like, okay, we already hit hamstrings, we already hit adductors. Sure, the glutes might not be fully warmed up. At the same time, it's like, I don't need to start with one plate on each side in order to go into this. It's like, start with 3 plates, move my way up. Like, I think people are just like, oh, well, I have to start with 1 plate, then 2 plates, then 3 plates. No, you don't. As long as you're at least somewhat warmed up, then you're gonna be good to go. All right. Now let's move up to 4. Oh, mistake. Good. All right. Last exercise of the day. We're gonna do 5 plates. Honestly, if I can get a good set with 5 plates, that'll be a great sign, because this is something I used to do as my first exercise in the day. So if I can do it as my last exercise in the day and still get a quality set in, then that is a very good sign. Geez, losing all the circulation in my hand. Gotta give it a break for a second. All right, let's do this. Code TNF on the straps. All right, let's do this. Or let's try to do this. Let's see what happens. And if you're wondering why I'm not using Smith machine today, they were just in use. So I went over here. Because normally you guys have seen that I have been programming in Smith machine, SLDL/RDL, whatever you want to call it, more recently. All right, let's do this. I'm very happy with that. It didn't absolutely kill me either. It was hard, but dang, it's a good set. Let's go. So frustrating that we couldn't do a live at the gym, but that meant that I could focus more fully on the workout and giving you guys footage. Wish the lighting was a little bit better, but hey, mini little physique update. Guys, being as far along in my training career as I am, physique updates don't have much to show anymore. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Why do I look cross-eyed? Maybe that's just from this angle, but I definitely look cross-eyed. Weird. All right, so I'm not doing a full day of eating today. Too lazy for that. But we have the famous egg whites. That's it. Well, actually, I'm gonna have this bell pepper too. What are you laughing about? I'm not eating for taste. I'll have something that tastes better later or something. But this is literally just like, I like peppers and I like egg. Well, I don't like them. They just are there and they're pretty good for you. I mean, even the egg whites aren't like amazing for you. It's just straight protein. But, and I have eggs as well, just not right now. I just want some protein. Get off my back. TNF out.